Hi folks, and welcome back to another Work in Progress Wednesday. This week I've been tweaking some of the animations from the last couple of weeks to make some improvements with them, and I've been working on the climbing left animation and the climbing down animation. So let's take a look at what I've been doing. My first focus this week has been on the previous animations that I had worked on, which was climbing up the way and climbing to the right. And the things that I wanted to improve there were the movement of the hands and the feet. When you're actually climbing on a wall in game, when I showed that before, there was a lot of sliding going along the wall and it didn't really have the right look that I was going for. And when I investigated the animations that I'd made, it transpired that the keyframes that I'd made for the hands and the feet were in a particular mode which sort of accelerates and decelerates between the 2 points rather than moving at a fixed constant speed. So all I did there was adjust those keyframes so that it would be a constant speed from one value to the next. And then in the game, as you can see here, that has equated to a much smoother movement along the wall. There's not any sliding anymore, it's quite smooth. Overall, having made these changes, I'm really happy with the impact that it's had. Just by changing those keyframes, it's made the look of the climbing just so much better. The next thing I did was work on the left climbing animation. And to get going with this, I simply copied the right climbing animation and flipped it over. Now, I couldn't just use it as is at that point because the hands and feet would actually be moving opposite to what they should have been doing. I'm trying to keep all the animations consistent with which hand starts first and then which foot. So usually it's right hand, left foot, left hand. So what I needed to do with that animation was sort of cut to sort of halfway and then extend beyond that point and move all the stuff from the first half into the second half. And then that meant that I had the hands and feet moving in the right instance. When we place it in the game, you can see here, climbing to the left as you would expect, much the same as we were climbing right last week and climbing up the week before. I've now started work on the climbing down animation, following the same principle as just copying the up climbing animation and flipping it so that we're moving down the way. Now that didn't entirely work out properly because the movement of the body and the feet doesn't work the same way going down the way as it does up the way. So instead I have copied all the keyframes and moved them so they're going in reverse, which was a far better starting point. And now it's just a case of me going through each of the parts of the body and setting the keyframes in the right place so that it looks natural climbing down, because at the moment it's very broken and very much a work in progress. What do you think about this week's video? I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.